Hey everybody, welcome back to another quick tutorial video. I just wanted to show you how to do climb a surface vertically. There will be times in the game where you're going to want to actually climb up. In this case, we've got an objective being guarded by some stormtroopers back here. And they have aim tokens and standby tokens. So in these next series of videos, I'm going to talk about how to climb, how to clamber, how the scale action works. So these all or kind of encompass the vertical movement pieces of the game. Again, this kind of it's a more advanced part, but once you get this down, boy, does it just make the game a lot more fun. It gives you a lot more options because in this case, if I had these troopers and I move them around this corner with these guys having these standby tokens, they're going to unload on any unit I put around this corner first. So that unit's chances of survival is pretty slim. Um, So I'm going to want to try to put some cover between them. So I might, and again, I could try to swing in over here, put some guys behind cover, but then it really hampers my ability to put shots on after they've shot at me. So I might want to actually climb up and put myself under heavy cover here on top of this bunker and then do some vertical shots down at them. And so in order to do that, I would have to declare a climb action. So we're going to cover climbing first. And so what the key you need to understand about climbing is your unit leader must be in base contact with any terrain you're attempting to climb. That's always going to be true. And it's true if you're trying to scale, it's true if you're trying to uh, clamber, they always have to be in base contact. Unit leader must always be in base contact with the terrain. So the number one rule to understand about all this is base contact. So now that we got that out of the way, the next piece is you have to be this piece of terrain needs to be at least 6 inches height or less in order for my trooper unit to climb it. So any unit that wants to climb, you can climb any terrain that's height 1 or less. And again, how would you know 6 inches? You could either get a ruler and put that on, or you could use your range ruler tool. And that looks like this. So again, in the simulator, I can't figure out a way to show you how to measure vertically. Um, but you would do this before the game. Everybody could agree on height of objects if there was any dispute. Normally, it's pretty obvious because this is a 6-inch piece of plastic. You connect it. Now it's 12 inches. So this is range 1 by itself, range 2. So each range measurement is 6 inches. Um, so it's pretty easy to determine if something's less than 6 inches in most cases. And again, if it's not, you would just agree before the game uh, that, hey, this object here has a height of 1. So let's just imagine that both the red and blue player have agreed this is a height 1 terrain. So I'm touching the base. So in order to climb, I would just say, hey, I'm climbing. And what that's going to do is it's going to use both of my move actions. And I would simply take my unit leader here where he's positioned, pick him up, and I'm going to move him up to the top directly over where he was. And that looks pretty good. And I'm just going to drop him down right next to the edge. So he needs to now be touching the edge. So down here, he's touching the base. Up here, he just needs to be touching the edge. And then I put all my rest of my guys, I would just pick them up. And I'm going to move them up like they basically climbed up behind him. Put them into cohesion. And again, if they all can't fit up here, because I don't want to put too many guys up here and give more shots with these stormtroopers, I might pick them and put them down here. I just need the main rule and understanding and knowing how to do that. They need to be within a height of 1 of the unit leader, and then they need to be in base contact with this terrain in order for this to be a legal climb. So if I can't do that, then it's not a legal climb maneuver and I can't climb it. So those are the rules to climbing. It's fairly simple. And now I'm in a better position to kind of defend and on the next turn really take a shot at these stormtroopers with some aim tokens and heavy cover. So that's how you climb. In this next video, we're going to show you how to climber. It's a little different, a little more dangerous, can be very rewarding, but can also be very costly.